Thanks. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I like that shirt. Magnum PI action.
Yeah, it's always got to wear this when I'm doing pool.
I like it. Yeah.
Part of the character, you know.
Yeah, I like it. And you got a little Harlequin over there, or no? Harlequin?
No, it's just it was like a pin-up that I modified so that it looked like someone.
Yeah.
I've got a Jack Button with that sense.
Oh my God. Is it true that Channing's going to be taking over that role?
No, surely not.
I heard that.
Channing's taking over which one?
Big Trouble in Little China. The Pork Chop Express.
Surely not.
Shit.
I mean, I like him, but surely not.
I think he'd be great. I think he'd do a good job, but there's no touching Kurt Russell, you know.
He could play the part, but maybe the son of Jack Jr. I could see that.
Oh, he's good. I met him.
What's his name?
Really nice guy. Jesus. D? Starts with a D maybe, or?
You can't redo classic films though. It's
go
fall
down
flat
on
on their face.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's kind of the tendency in Hollywood right now is just to redo everything, and it's a yeah.
It's easy.
Creativity left. They just that's either a reboot or a prequel or a sequel that doesn't need one, and it's just keep constantly rehashing things.
Yeah. Trying to capitalize on our nostalgia.
Yeah.
But you know,
And it works.
it works. Those sons of
That's why
bitches.
they keep doing it because
Yeah.
Thank
there's
God
money there to make.
Robert Zemeckis is still alive.
Oh yeah.
'Cause he's got that deal, hasn't he? While he's alive, they can't redo Back to the Future.
Oh really?
He's got a contract that while he's still alive, they cannot do Back to the Future. Nobody can copy it, redo or reboot it.
Wow.
Keep him alive forever.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you pray to-
You know the story behind Back to the Future at all? The filming of it?
No.
Eric Stoltz was
Oh, he was the original one. wasn't he?
yeah for almost a half of the film.
Scenes of him with it, but
Yeah.
then the funny thing is, every scene with Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, they had to bring in thousands of pounds worth of lights because he could only shoot at night time because
That's right, because he was doing
he was doing the TV show.
Family Ties.
Family Ties,
Yeah.
he was shooting Family Ties in the daytime, so he could only shoot scenes at night. So when it was daylight, it was just thousands of pounds worth of lights.
poor guy.
That's insane. I mean, it changed his career. I mean, I guess Eric was apparently not. They didn't jive well. You know, who knows what happened there exactly, but
I think some of the, I don't think he was as funny.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a good actor, a great actor, but I don't, and I've never actually seen him really doing comedy.
yeah.
I think that was the role he was playing it too straight.
Michael was just so good at having that like. He was innocent but also like charming at the same time. You know, it was great. It was great.
We were just kind of a kind of speech there from Troy. He was
Oh.
just talking about the kind of state of the
the
games
gaming
industry.
industry.
So it wasn't really an interview. It was
Oh.
just a kind of a chat. So
Yeah.
I guess we've kind of taken it down.
Okay.
It's getting a bit kind of laid back. So
Yeah.
Great. Well, shall we start, or do you want to?
If you want to,
I didn't know if there were other people we're waiting on, but
I think we were in here for like.
I think it's just us.
oh, great. Great.
Us that's doing it. It's just us, yeah. All the rest.
Cool.
They're missing out.
They're doing their own thing. Yeah.
Right, Ross. First question, I'm going to fire at you. Red Skull, Infinity War.
Sir.
Right. How much of Marvel is involved in keeping actors quiet about a role? Because obviously that role had to be kept stum, and you had to be snuck in under a sheet onto the acting set and the same back out. How difficult was it, you accepting a Marvel role, knowing that your role was the most kept secret about that film?
Oh, I don't think I knew it was the most kept secret about the film until after I saw the film. But certainly sitting in the premiere and hearing the reaction from Marvel executives and people who work, you know, within the actual film and everything, it was a surprise to them. That's the crazy thing. I learned that most of the actors on this film, even big actors, didn't get the whole script. You got little portions of it because they were worried that there would be leaks, and certainly there have been in the past. And I think that's brilliant. I mean, as long as you're getting the information you need as an actor to play the scene that you're in, great. I think it's fantastic, and I was blown away. Obviously, I mean, they make you sign a stack of paperwork, this big when you get there, and I said, okay. I mean, NDAs are sort of the they're just the modus operandi from here on out. I think with whatever project you're doing, whether it's TV or film, and I'm used to NDAs, having worked with AMC for 7 years now, and I respect the hell out of it. I don't mess with it. I don't even tell my parents. My parents were upset. They're like, "Why didn't you tell us?" I'm like, "You really think I'm going to tell you about the biggest, thing?" It was amazing, and hearing the reaction, sitting next to all these, massive stars in Hollywood, and hearing the genuine reaction of glee and excitement when Red Skull kind of floated down. It was amazing, and I grew up collecting Marvel comics and DC comics, but mostly Marvel. Drawing the comic books was one of my favorite pastimes, and I drew Omega Red, Red Skull, Mephisto, certainly Wolverine and Sabretooth all the time. And so, I don't know, I was like kind of a dark kid, I guess. But I love that stuff. So for me to go from, drawing that stuff as a kid and then, 20 years later playing the part, it's amazing.
So
Yeah.
how did it come about? Because obviously you got noticed heavily when you portrayed the legend Paul Newman on Mad Men in AMC's program, which I've got to say, brilliant job.
Thanks.
Tough job to do Paul Newman, a legendary actor, but
Smoked a lot of cigarettes to get that done. Yeah.
So do you think it was that role that really put you in the limelight?
I don't think so. I think it was, the reason why they reached out to me was because I'm definitely known in certain circles for my mimicry, doing a lot of impression work for voice matching jobs. I've done quite a few of that, and certain videos that I've done, like on Jimmy Kimmel and Vanity Fair and everything. So I think that they saw those and thought, well, man, we've never really seen him do Hugo, but we could ask, see if he has one. And to be honest, I'd never tried Hugo before. Not that I had any aversion to doing so. I just didn't think that I could match it that well. And then I sat down with some different YouTube clips for like 5 days, listened to it over and over again, sent them a couple files. They said, adjust this here and there. And luckily it worked out. But to be honest, I had no idea that it was going to actually be for that part. I thought it was going to be for like a separate part or something. And then when I got there and they're like, no, you're doing this. And I said, oh, I had no idea. I mean, this is amazing, because I just naturally thought that it was going to be Hugo playing the part. But yeah.
So without, sorry.
Just whilst we're on the kind of subject there, and obviously you mentioned Paul Newman. Obviously that's a real life person, but you've also inherited then, I guess, the Red Skull. Do you feel, when you were talking earlier on about getting what you need to play a part?
Right.
When you've got something that already exists, you've got characters from comic books, from a previous film or somebody from real life. What's it like as an actor? I know you're saying you watched the YouTube
Yeah.
of Hugo doing Red Skull, but when you've got other ones where you have to inject things, how much do you want to stay true to what you've seen, and how much do you want to put your own spin on it?
Well, that's a great question, because I actually thought that they were initially going to ask me to do a straight copy of what Hugo had done, and that was my goal, really, was to just sound exactly like him. And both Anthony and Joe Russo said, it's great, we like that, but we need you to know that he's, because I'm walking into this blind, I don't really know the context. They said he's like 84 years in the future, and he's been through a lot, and he can levitate now, and he's clearly got some sort of mystical powers, and he's broken by this the prison that he's found himself in, and it's a prison of his own making, of course. Like he tried to control the power of the Tesseract, and it launched him into space, and he found himself on Vormir for over 80 years. It changes a person, and so they said, infuse that voice with a bit more wisdom and heartache and brokenness. And there's a real remorse that I tried to get across there, and that's
totally comes through.
cool. Good,
This
good,
character
good.
Isn't the one that we last seen, that he has changed.
Yeah.
Even more, I don't know if they said, but sympathy is what I felt.
Yeah, good. And that's, I think, what the Russo brothers were hoping for, because, you know.
Relief that he's still alive.
Yeah, I mean, Red Skull's such an easy character to hate because, you know, he's a Nazi, and that's probably the most perfect, you know, supervillain possible in our world. But for him to be this, you know, arrogant, ambitious, you know, power-hungry titan in World War II, get launched into space for 80 years, go through whatever the hell he went through, and then almost, I think, feel a genuine sense of acceptance that it didn't work out, and feel like, well, this is my life now. I'm now a servant to the Soul Stone, and that's all I do. I'm just a watcher, and I'm a guide. I guide people to the stone. If they want to make the ultimate sacrifice, which of course Thanos does, then you get to reap the rewards. But it was a really interesting take on the character, and I'm very lucky to be able to have played it. Yeah.
Without trying to get you in the doghouse, is the Red Skull character you sign on for, is the deal one and done, or is there more? Because Red Skull's such a massive villain, especially against Captain America and all that.
Yeah.
So are we going to see more of you as Red Skull?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm certainly hoping so. I think that it would be awesome to see where this guy, I mean, as a fan of the comics myself, I want to see where this guy goes now. Is he free? Is he going to be totally tied to the Soul Stone for the rest of time? Who knows? My hope is that I do get to, you know, bring that character back to life at some point, but who knows? I mean, I honestly don't know the answer to that question. Yeah.
What have you got lined up film-wise anymore?
Yeah, other things that, of course, with NDAs I can't say. I mean, this is the funny thing. Like, you go. It's funny. You go to press junkets and you're like, I can't talk about anything that I'm working on. It's again, it's just kind of the sign of the times. Like, there's no, because of leaks and because of the internet. There's no saying what you're working on now, because then people are going to speculate. People are going to write things, and I just say yes, I am working on other things, but I can't say what they are right now. Yeah.
It's been well documented that you can do impersonations of well over 50 celebrities, from Brad Pitt to Harrison Ford. So I think everybody would love to hear these impersonations.
Oh, okay. Did you have any in mind, or?
We'll try Harrison Ford, start with.
Harrison Ford. All right. Well, in honor of the most recent Solo Star Wars movie, I mean, they put, I don't know why they didn't come to me. I know they said they wanted a younger Han. They could have put dots all over my face and made me look younger. Hell, they did that for Jeff Bridges on Tron. They could have done it for me, you know? I'm doing my older, more surly Harrison Ford now. Young Harrison Ford's, of course, like this, hey, kid, you know, it's a little higher, but yeah, that's...
Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey, all right, shoot, man. I mean, Glasgow. The thing about it, here's the thing that trips me out about Glasgow, man. Like the Glaswegian accent, man. It's you're from Glasgow, right?
Near enough, yeah.
Near enough, yeah. I mean, it's a cool accent, but the thing is, like, I've tried to get it down, but I can't do it, man. It's just so difficult. It's like it's in the back of your throat, and I'm all up in the headspace, you know. Like, I'm more airy. I'm more in the fugazi, you know what I mean? But like Scottish, man, especially Glaswegian, it's like right back in the throat. I can't even do it. I can do Ewan McGregor though.
Oh.
But where is Ewan from? I don't know where he's from. Actually, is he an Edinburgh boy? I don't know. Is he?
Yeah.
He's from up north, yes, and he's got a lovely voice, doesn't he? It's absolutely extraordinary. Yes. Is it what voice?
Plummy voice.
Is it Pommy voice? It's fantastic. I really love it. It's very nice. It's Anakin. You can't go there. It's I don't know. I love his voice. Oh, okay. All right.
Brad Pitt, last one.
Brad Pitt? Yeah. Right. So me and my buddy were hanging out down at this coffee shop, and someone walked up and they said, "Are you Brad Pitt?" I said, "No, whatever, you know. Just people always in my face. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just."